This wing for Sasuke is literally the size of my hand. Hey everybody, Bam Collectibles here, back for another statue unboxing review for you. This statue is made by Dream Studio and sits at a scale of 1/5, not a scale we're used to seeing, but I have some other scaled statues of Curse Mark II Sasuke we'll take a look at the end. For the base, it's a round plate style. On the top, we'll see the curse mark with Sasuke's name. On the bottom left is Dream Studio's logo, and on the center is the battery pack that's powered by two AA's that's going to light up the singular LED on the statue that has a very important purpose. On the left, there's also the on and off switch. Now, looking at the top diorama pieces on the statue, it's primarily themed after Orochimaru's base. You can see the bluish, maybe not so much, but definitely when we get towards the Rocky section up top. But there's that singular LED that I had mentioned before. It's going to be shooting up and shining on a very important piece of the statue that I can't wait to show you. If you're new to statues, you might see these little notches and grooves. They look like almost damage is done to the statue, but these are actually sections where other pieces are going to connect to. This is one of 4 extra pieces that they included to plug in those holes in the back. Now you might be thinking, why didn't they just sculpt them on there? But there was actually an EX version of this statue where some large white snakes were included, but this is the regular version that we'll be taking a look at today. In my opinion, the EX version snakes kind of choked out Sasuke's presence a little bit too much for my liking, but on the left and right sides here, we're going to key in these lightning or Chidori effect pieces that are coming from out of the ground. That blank section is where it's going to key into the bottom of the base, and we can see lots of different colors going on there. Some pinks, purples, dark blues, light blues. I love the way that they shaded this piece to bring it to life. So there's the left one here and also the other one on the right. So that's it for the diorama on the base. Definitely not bland, but at the same time, nothing over the top going on here. Here is the main section for Sasuke's body. On this left foot here, we'll see the notch and also the steel rod. That's the main way that it does connect to the base. I'm shocked that they only have that side, and this side over here just rests flat against there. But all throughout the outfit, we will see some texturization going on. That's typical to see in these larger scaled statues, the quarter scale. This one, again, is 1/5, kind of an odd one, and sometimes in the 1/6 and 1/7. The skin tone colors are definitely done well, and on the back we have these big notches where the wings are going to key into. As you can tell, several other pieces are going to be needed to bring this statue to life. So there is the belt or the rope that he has around his waist. It's going to be inserted with a little notch and a steel rod that's going to connect right there in the front section of him. If you're looking at the front of the statue, this is going to be the left hand, if you can't tell by the grip itself. He is going to be holding a sword. One thing I love about Sasuke is he does hold typically his sword in that kind of reverse grip form where it's facing upwards and kind of behind his wrist. And here's the other hand where it is perfectly positioned to be holding a Chidori, and there's a notch where it's going to key into later. All right, we can see this bad boy coming together nicely. Now we'll take a look at the sword, which is made of real steel. I love it when they make things out of real material like this. So it came perfectly straight, no bending, no warping. And that's one thing I love about it. And also we have the sheath that they created, which is going to slide into the back of Sasuke. This is just made out of resin, so you have to be a little bit more careful with that, but we'll remove the arm, and what's neat is you slide it right into place, and you can only go but so far because it hits that thumb, and that's when you know you've got it into a perfect position. But again, it's got that awesome, cool looking reverse grip with the sword. Spinning him around back, as I mentioned before, the sheath just slides right into place. It doesn't connect into anything specifically, but gravity holds it on there perfectly. Now it's time to take a look at the wing for Sasuke. On the bottom left, we'll see the notch and steel rod. That steel rod goes through the spine of this piece to make sure its integrity holds up. Now, I said wing, but it's a hand. Is it a hand? Or is it a wing? I guess it is a wing hand. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. But no matter how many times I see these dang Curse Mark II wings, they creep me out so much, right? You have fingers within hands, within wings, within webbing. Just such a creepy thing. But they also did a great job with the skin and the shades of the tones that they bring out, just like the body. As we spin him around and take a look at the second wing, I want to say a special thank you to Tyler. He actually reached out to me when I made a post several months ago, my gosh, it feels like a year ago, about trading cards for statues, and he had traded his entire Naruto collection to me, entrusted me with a lot of amazing cards in there, and in exchange he did want this statue, so we pre-ordered it for him, and today I'm thankful to being able to showcase it to him before I send it off. What's neat also is this week I'll be getting a lot of graded cards back, some of his included, that I plan to showcase. If I'm going to actually probably do a live stream this coming Friday. Let me know in the comment section if you would love to see a live stream for those. Speaking of Naruto cards, we can't talk about them without cracking open a pack, so we'll bust open this blister of the Foretold Prophecies. This is from the official Naruto CCG game that did end many years ago, but I do still have quite a few packs lying around that I will always crack open during some unboxings when I can. But yes, this Friday, please look forward to, hopefully I'll be able to do a live stream. I'll have a more official announcement on the channel for when that's going to go down, what time specifically, but I look forward to hanging out. It will be a rather long video. I think there's about 200 graded cards that are going to be coming back, so a lot to showcase and unpack. So I'll probably do the live stream and then maybe a follow-up video later with some of the big hitters for that. The cards stuck together on the end, so I forgot to showcase the rare for the pack, but also included with the statue is this awesome edition size coin, the studio logo, the edition size number, and then on the back we have that curse mark again, and a cool little acrylic stand they included so you can showcase it right next to the statue. The head sculpt on Sasuke is just perfection. This is my first statue by Dream Studio on the channel, so I'm happy to confirm that they do put out some great work, at least for this piece. They definitely did. I love how the hair is kind of flowing in the wind, some dark blues, light blues shaded in there, and then obviously around the front. I feel like they captured his likeness perfectly well. I love the eye decals and how they bring out the Sharingan on there too. But we'll go ahead and get this connected onto the body and take a look at the Chidori as we step back a little bit. This is the larger Chidori, the main effect piece they included. Crazy how they sculpted this thing. A lot of super fragile pieces connected to that central location. I love it when studios do illuminate the Chidori, though it's a really difficult thing to do engineering-wise, but for this statue we have that spotlight on the bottom left that's going to be shining upwards. We'll dim down the lights and take a look. And there you have it. That's their solution to illuminate the Chidori. Now, if this was mine, I'd buy those electronic batteries to power it instead of the AA. I have those on the BAM Collectibles Amazon shop. You can always see that with the link in the description. But I also want to show to you the EX version of the statue with the snakes. Again, not my cup of tea, but definitely a cool option if you want it. I promise you we'd show off some scales. So on the left is DP9, 1/7 scale Sasuke. In the center is the 1/6 scale Cloud Studios. And then we have the Dream 1/5 scale on the right, of course. I hope this does give you an idea of how scales do work with statues. Thanks again, Tyler, for letting me share with everyone on the channel. I hope to see everyone later this week for the live stream. Details will follow shortly. As always, everybody, I'll see you in the next video. Do what you love and love what you do. Bam out.